Hello and welcome to The Regulars. I'm Stacey McGonigal.
I'm Jason DeRoss.
Oh, and welcome, friends. I hope you're well. It's Tuesday. It honestly feels like a Wednesday,
Blur Day.
Thursday, Friday of 2029. So Shayla in the chat openly said it's a soft Tuesday here, and I think I can say, Shayla, we hear you, we feel you, we see you, and I think we join you today. It might be a soft day for us. I'm getting the vibe. We didn't talk about it being a blue Tuesday, but it is.
Tuesdays are Taco Tuesdays in my world.
Oh
So I
hell
started
yeah!
with tacos for breakfast, soft shelled tacos.
That sounds sick as all hell.
It is. It's like all I live on down here. Like we're Instacarting everything, and one day they just didn't have the taco shells. So I was like, well, now what are we gonna do? And I bought all these like eggs and tomatoes and
That sounds really nice.
cheese for nothing. Ugh.
No, make some breakfast. Yeah. I love, I mean, like I am 2 steps away from only having tacos all of the times. So I get it.
They feel like they're faux healthy. Like it's like because you put a
What do you
bunch of
mean?
healthy
How are
stuff
they
on
not
top of.
healthy?
I don't know, but why am I not losing weight like crazy? Because
Oh
it's
my
all
God,
I'm
I
eating.
can't with you in losing weight. Now, I do want to happily mention to the chat that I have been Pelotoning almost every day. And I'm realizing now that, like, my camel toe situation with my jeans, I think was related to my love for tacos and beer and not working out. The pants are fitting a bit better, which is nice. Anyways,
Maybe you just bought new jeans that actually fit.
there's that. There is that. But, anyways, I'm just saying, yeah. Oh, Jameson says those headphones are killing me, buddy. Jason, for those in
It's
the
hilarious.
for I'm finally seeing them for real. So
Yeah.
for those just listening to the podcast, I'm already crying laughing. Jason had to duct tape his headphones. So if you want to see the sadness that is Jason on this
It's
particular
where I
Tuesday,
am.
please follow us. Come check out our
I
YouTube
have to
channel.
use them on Monday nights, and then I took them off, and all of a sudden they just went, and I was like, "Well,
Okay.
this is. I can't run to a Best Buy. I can't."
No, it's okay.
Anyways,
We're
now
gonna figure it out.
it's Tuesday morning, and I was like,
Jason,
"Well, I could put it on, and it
they're
just
not
hangs off." So
they're not even
I'm glad.
even.
No, because this thing's just hanging on by a thread.
Oh my God.
And I can't
Okay.
move it around. Yes, I know. I look like an idiot. This is where we're at.
We're,
This is where
yeah.
this is archiving like how I'm falling apart over the pandemic.
Oh, listen, my hair is like pushing it hair. Like the roots are like, wash me. And I'm like, Linda, please, this isn't about you today. You know what I mean? So I'm feeling it in a sense.
Also, Amanda, reach out. How do I do homemade soft shells?
Yeah, share that in the chat. I think we all want to know. And the thing is, it's like flour has become the new toilet paper, which is not an original thing to say because everyone's saying it, but it's like you can't find it anywhere. Flour.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
What do you think the next thing's gonna be?
Oh
Where
my
they're gonna be
God.
like after like 6 or 7 weeks and everyone's like, now I can't get this.
I
What
don't
takes like
know.
6 or 7 weeks to use away?
I have no idea. Oh, Katie just said this is my first time watching live. Well,
Hi,
welcome.
Katie.
So nice to have you. Um, Jameson thinks it's gonna be butter. I don't
Yeah,
know.
good call. Jameson is like not just a Wikipedia, he's a futuristic Wikipedia because he could just be like, I can also tell you about the future.
I can also tell you we're gonna start paying an extraordinary amount for water. Remember that movie? What was it? It wasn't Moneyball with Christian Bale where he was like, oh, he
The Machinist?
no, oh my God, as if I would
I
even
just
watch that.
guessed.
That sounds so
I've never
scary.
seen it.
I know. Um, no, the movie where Jameson will know this. Christian Bale predicts the market crashing, like the housing market, and then at the end of the movie it says the man the movie was based on is also predicting that water will be a shortage. Anyways,
Well,
very scary.
I think people have been predicting that for a long time. That's why, like, yeah, but
Anyways,
and
who
now
cares?
oil costs less than $1. Like,
Big Short.
I don't understand economics. Like, I get supply and demand. I get that there's a
Sure.
huge surplus in supply, But now when like people just giving it away, they're like, we gotta just get it out of here. It's like I gotta get this out of my garage. I'll pay you $2 to take it. Like, is that where we're at?
I don't know.
Big Short is the name of the movie. By the
Yeah,
way.
that's what I said, but you weren't listening to me.
I'm
You're doing great.
Oh, yeah, killing it.
Now, here's the thing. You have a child, right? So it's like, it's so funny when I get on the chat with you and I'm like, I've had a day. It's already 11. It's already 12:30 and I've had a day. And it's like, all I have is a chubby dog who's limping. I'm concerned. Burger is starting to limp. Yes. But I think he can predict the weather because it is snowing outside and it's starting to snow again right now outside my window. So I feel like Burger's turning into an old man who's like, it's going to rain because his legs starts going. Yeah. My heel's going. Oh, good.
my knee. Oil shortage coming.
Yeah. Oil shortage. It looks like you're just like chugging beer. And I really did. I wish that for you. I wish it for you.
The thing is this, like I haven't been, when we get stuff from Ralph's or wherever we get it from, we don't get alcohol.
Why?
Just because I don't, well, actually my wife's got tons of bottles of wine coming in, but I just haven't thought to like put beer on that list or any sort of, because I'm like, I'm going through my liquor cabinet, but now I just realized the other day it's getting low.
Well, here's the
I
thing.
had so much like whiskey and mezcal and like all these fun things, and now I'm like, Casual Friday is going to be a tough one.
Excuse me. Yeah, I'm not much of like I have gin and stuff and I'll try and make cocktails. I'm just a beer girl. I can't fight it. I can't.
You don't need to.
I have wine in my fridge. I had wine last night and let me tell you, it does it. I get red in the face. I don't enjoy it. I'm drinking it out of a mug because I don't have a wine glass. It's not an enjoyable experience, you know? Are you even listening to me? No. What?
I am listening to you, but then I also read Robbie's comment. Burger needs one milky eye that can see how you will die.
Oh my God, absolutely not. How scary. Burger already has not a milky eye, but he just stares at you and you know. He's like a tarot card. It's like you know the choices you're making and you know the ones that you should change, but you can't. And Burger looks at you and you know that. I will say that. Jordan says that I drink everything out of mugs. And let me tell you, that is true, but it's not by choice. When you live alone, you're like, why do I need a set of like 4 or whatever wine glasses? I just like, I don't see the reason to purchase it. And then now I'm like, I need some wine glasses or a cocktail glass.
Your birthday's already passed.
It's already passed. But how about I mail you a new set of headphones and you mail me some fragile wine glasses?
That sounds like a fair trade.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Let's do it.
This thing's killing me. It's like
boop. It's killing all of us who can see it. It's like you could have made it even.
I tried my best. You have no idea.
I don't know if you did.
It's because it sticks out. It won't. Anyways, I had a morning with it, so
that's clear. The first thing Jameson said in the chat was, "You're killing me."
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I tell you something that I watched last night that I'm upset about?
Yeah.
Okay, so a lot of people, and by a lot, I mean like 4. That's it. Have reached out to me and was like, "Are you watching Too Hot to Handle on Netflix?" And I was like,
"Yeah, it's in the top 10 picks."
Yeah. So this is the premise of the show. Hot singles. Okay. Hot singles. This is quotations. Quotations. Okay. I need people to know if they're just listening. Hot singles. Okay. And they go on an island to like hook up and they all think they're going to hook up and they all think they're really hot. Okay.
Oh no.
What? What?
I'm worried this is a prank show on the contestants at this point.
No, it's not a prank show at all. It's they're all like Australian or British, or from London, or they're like from Florida.
They're all British or from London.
No, they're all British or from Australia. Sorry, and or the Americans are from LA or Florida.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
And they think they're coming on to like have a summer of hookups, and they're like, "Yeah, I bang all these people," and I'm like, "Do you?" They're not that attractive. And then
That's what I mean by the prank. I'm like, do they just bring all these people and they treat them like they're gonna be, you guys are the hot ones, but then they show up and you're all like, these people aren't that hot.
they're not that hot. And then the premise is they cannot hook up at all. They can't kiss. They can like touch, I guess, but they can't like touch. They can't like have sex. They can't do anything.
Is
They
this
can't
because
have
they
you
started
pet.
shooting it after the pandemic and they're like social distancing
No,
on Temptation Island?
no, it's not. And then if you get
Temptation
caught,
Island, the social distancing edition,
you're
would
right.
be terrible.
Sounds better than what this show is. And if they get caught kissing or whatever, the money from the pot gets removed. Makes sense. So if someone's like,
It makes sense. Why would I would
sucks.
just not kiss anybody?
Exactly.
It would be so easy. This would be so easy for me.
It's so unbelievable to me that they're like, I have to. I'm like, that guy's a loser. Like, I don't understand where you're like, I must. It's
I
so
gotta
bad.
kiss, dude. I got to.
And then they do these like workshops during the day, like learning about bondage, or they have to stare into each other's eyes, or it's like intimacy.
Oh, so the producers like get them all horned up because like it's the challenge is like don't kiss, and they're like, well, there's probably even some like moles in there where they're like, we're gonna send Tim's like an actor in the show that tries to kiss people.
They have people come in. First of all, Jan, lovely Two Little Sandwiches, is in the chat and said, I just said heavy petting, and she simply cannot. And I agree. I shouldn't be saying that. I shouldn't be saying heavy petting. This is so they have like what looks to be like an oil diffuser all around the island. And that is the rule woman. And I think her name is like Lana. They named her Lana. And she's always like, hello, contestants. You cannot do any heavy petting or whatever. It's bad. And I was like having some wine and I was eating chocolate chips out of the bag. And I was like, this is rock bottom for you in quarantine.
And Robbie said there's one person from BC, so that's probably McKenna. Is McKenna on the show?
Yeah, it's McKenna who's like sticking her tongue out and doing weird dances in her studio apartment. Anyways, the show sucks monkey butts and I hate it and I'm not going to finish it.
You know what I started doing last night? And this is, I guess, maybe a bit of an homage to you, a little bit, I guess.
Thank you.
Is watching Waco. Have you seen Waco?
No, what is it?
It's the documentary series based on what happened in Waco. But the main person, David Koresh, is played by Taylor Kitsch.
Wonderful.
And it's a different Taylor Kitsch than
what do you mean?
Than the football one.
He's hot?
For sure. And
he's so hot.
Yeah, but now put some big rimmed glasses on this guy, grow a mullet, and then hang out with Taylor Kitsch.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That's my boy.
And he plays like this cult complex David Koresh, and it's like
I'm into
like
this
God complex, and like he basically convinces all these people to be like, you're all my wives, and like
hell
you're
yeah,
gonna give me your wife.
Hell yes.
This is a show for you.
Wow. I did watch some Friday Night Lights last night and it was a bit heartbreaking because Taylor Kitsch starts hooking up with like a mom with like this cool like little kid, but the little kid reminds me of like myself. Like I'm like, oh, that's me. That's what I sound like. When he's like, hey, are you Tom Riggins? Like, he's this little kid and he keeps getting beat up and he's like, it happens every day. And I'm like, that's me.
This is like
a human
this
being.
Is one of your 3 sketch characters that you do on a constant basis for sure.
Thank you honestly so much. Coming from you, that means a lot. But Tim Riggins was like, so there's a scene where he's like hanging out with his boys and they're all like being vulnerable and they're like revealing a bit about themselves. And he's like, you want to know about me? I just tried to make out with my neighbor who's in her mid 30s. And I was like, oh no. 'Cause I'm 34. And I was like, fuck. I'm old. Hey. You don't even care what I'm saying. I can tell. It's not landing for you.
I don't know what it is. My brain is like, it's kind of like this season on Ink Master. There's one guy that has this tattoo.
Sure.
And it's behind his ear. It's a little like doorway with a stair step. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. But I think my brain has literally walked out of that stair step, like behind my.
You're like not even here. What's going on with you today?
I don't know. I think this is week 5, and we're gonna look back on this when the whole pandemic's over. Oh my god, if it's ever over, and just I'm gonna rewatch this eventually at one point and go, oh my god, you could just see like the falling to pieces.
I don't think that we need a point of reflection to see that you're falling to pieces, but I.
Yeah. This isn't it doesn't take hindsight for this.
No, we're here. We're here. I was giving you a very sexually
it's
palpable.
boiling outside. I'm in a hoodie, and I
Oh,
told you
cool.
why, because like I was sitting here, and then moments before we were supposed to come on, I was like, "This is the same shirt I was in yesterday," and I for sure have slept in it and did not take it off. So I better go put a hoodie on and hide this shirt, and then tell everybody about it.
Well, I'm doing laundry, so I'm wearing this shirt.
Your dad's construction.
So this is my dad's old construction shirt. There's tons of holes in it. Now you're probably wondering, why do I look so cool, right? It's because this shirt. I'm realizing there's an oil stain right here, not from me. Don't know when. But I had to do a self tape, so a self tape is when you like audition at your house, and I needed to be a cool woman, and so Two Little Sandwiches helped me, and this is what I felt like a cool woman was, and now it's just out, and now this is just me now. This is me in quarantine. Just a cool woman with a ripped up shirt.
I think it's great. And I feel like if you go to one of those like vintage / whatever stores, you could probably easily sell that back to them for $160 right now.
Oh, easy. Like, look at the holes in it. Like, are you guys seeing all this? Yeah.
They're perfectly placed. Oil spills perfectly placed. The neckline's perfect.
It's great. It's great.
Yeah, it's a perfect shirt.
It's a perfect shirt.
To answer Snake King's question, you're darn right I watched The Last Dance, and now I can't wait for the rest of it.
Whoa.
But do you know what The Last Dance is, Stacey?
No, I don't.
It's the new Michael Jordan documentary that if you're into sports at all, everyone's going pretty nuts about. But we'll end up talking about that too much. I will end up. Basketball is my thing. And
you're allowed to talk about it. I just talked about Too Hot to Handle. Like, you're more than happy to like have a platform.
No, it'll
to
get
talk
too nerded
about.
out, and it won't make sense. I just like I'll get too intense. Also, Jordan thinks that your child character is a lot like it may be your Dean Ambrose character.
Oh yeah, so on the podcast back in the day, I used to do an impression of just my little boy character going, "Are you Dean Ambrose?" Oh my God, Dean? The Dean Ambrose, Intercontinental Champion? But the thing about it is like that like little boy character is just teen Stacy. Wowie. This boy wants to hold my hand. See you later, gals.
Been down to 7-Eleven? You seen the new things they're selling? They're like little churro things on a freaking hot dog roller.
If you freaking go to 7-Eleven and you're nice about it and you don't cause a fuss, you can put as much slushy as you want, multiple flavors. They'll only charge you for 1 cup. And again, respect is needed.
Did you ever do that? I didn't do this, even though I'm not saying I was a good kid, but like I did not do this. But did you do the old throw chocolate bars in the slushy?
No, that's disgusting.
Yeah. Not like people were like, no, but it wasn't like people were
yeah.
like undoing them and putting them in to eat them that
No.
way. It was like you throw a bunch of stuff you want in,
No.
hide it in the thing, and then you just pay for the slushy.
Oh, stealing.
Stealing. Yeah. Essentially just shoplifting.
You do this, did you do this old thing? I don't know. I never did it, but it's a kid thing where, you steal.
Shoplift?
You shoplift. You mop some stuff. You go in and put it in your pockets and you don't pay for it. This is a fun thing kids used to do. I don't do it.
Your heart beats like crazy. You get a little sweaty for the first time. It's intense. You look around. You're wondering why there's no security guards at 7-Eleven.
I never wanted to steal. It just like didn't seem appealing to me. I just was like, I'm not going to enjoy this, I'm just not. I don't need that thrill,
I was chasing the dragon for a long time.
Chasing the dragon. Oh my God. Were you a thief? Ew. Ew.
You guys want some gum? I got it for free. Just take it. Take it away from me.
No one wants your goods. Your stolen goods either.
I just put it on my desk beside my bed at night, and it's like the clock underneath the thing, just ticking away like the heartbeat.
Yeah, the gum's just in the drawer going, "You didn't pay for me." You're like,
I never should have read Edgar Allan Poe. I shouldn't read anything. I'm a child. Fuck.
This makes no sense. That's so funny. Kayla says my grandmother watched me eat brownies right out of the bin at the grocery store. It was supposed to be bag your own and then pay. She just looked around to see if anyone noticed and we bolted. Hell yeah. Dude, this gum is wet. That would be from you for sure. Just wet gum from your hand. Don't ask me how I got it. Don't ask me how I got this gum. I didn't pay for it. I didn't pay for it. The cops are coming. My time is limited.
The moisture's from my armpit. I had to put it somewhere.
I was wearing 3 jerseys at the time. I didn't pay for 2 of them.
I haven't taken it out in 3 days. I just want to make sure that nobody else was around to see me. I thought someone followed me.
No, I think you were cooler than that as a kid. I feel like that would, if I was forced to steal, that's how I would have been. You know?
Yeah. Like, I won't lie. Like, for sure, there was shoplift times. Like, when you're a kid and you're like, oh, I want to get this gum. Sure.
No,
problem.
never.
It's not like I did it on a daily basis, but I probably did it a handful of times in my life.
I never needed to steal because what I needed.
I say that now. I don't even know if I did. I don't know. It feels like I would have at some point in my life.
I think you would have too. I feel like for me, the thing that I thrived on was like, you know that scene in Arrested Development where the mom is like, goes to Buster and she's like, here, have this chocolate bar. Wait, never mind. Look at me being withholding because Buster says that she's withholding. I more like lived in that realm where I'd be like, can I get some gum? And my parents would be like, no. And I'd be like, oh, you're the worst. Like I would rather complain than like do anything about it. Just stay in the state of anger.
That is your gum. That's better than gum.
That's better than gum. That's my gum. What do you mean I can't have it? Oh my God. When are you guys getting divorced already? End
Give me
this.
a wall to punch.
Yeah. I wish I knew I could punch walls.
Your dad got into construction because of all the drywall he had to fix in your house. He's like, well, I guess this is a job now.
It was just because I was just so boned up as a kid. I have tensions I can't release.
Are you rubbing yourself against that drywall? No.
No. I wish I had some gum though. What a mess. What an absolute mess. Oh my God. Now when I see people chewing gum, I'm going to be like, did you pay for that? Jason, that was just a soft lob. You're toast today.
I know. I think I was struggling trying to remember, like, because for sure I definitely have actual stories. And I'm like, my brain is just not allowing me to
Wait. Stories from your childhood?
Yeah.
You don't remember stories from your childhood?
No, I mean, like, specifically, like, some sort of, like, shoplifting something or other.
No,
story.
it's fine. We're past it. We don't need, like, yeah, you're walking out the door.
Right out my ear. My brain just walked out behind my ear.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm trying to wear these glasses, but my earphones aren't allowing me the privilege.
Well, try it with these headphones on.
I know. Look at all the space
It's
you've
like,
got.
I can't.
It's okay. We don't need it. I've already fogged them up from laughing. Anyways, I don't know if you can see the fog, but there's
because you haven't worn a scarf in a while. Are you still masking it up when you go outside? Because you bring up fogged glasses, and I don't know if anybody has tricks of like how to not.
Oh, so I
fog
can't
your
wear my glasses outside. So this is what's happening. I've been kind of like getting these kind of foggy headaches, and it's because I'm not wearing my glasses. Because when I go out, it fogs them up, so I'm not wearing them. So I go on these long walks with my dogs, and I'm just squinting around like a psychopath. Like,
Are your eyes really that bad? Where you're like, oh, I can't.
they're getting worse, but it's like distance, and I have astigmatism. So like basically it takes me an extra time to focus. So everything's just kind of always like this, like a bit shaky. So I saw like a friend yesterday while I was walking the dogs and she was across the street and I was like, I can't see you. I can't make you out. So I was just kind of like that. So, and the masks or the scarves I was wearing, I was breaking out all over my neck. I have to take a break. I can't.
All right.
It's so hard. My glasses fog and my neck gets it. I sound like Luke.
That's funny because as you were talking about walking around blind, all I could think about was Han Solo after he gets out of carbonite. And I'm like, oh, I can't see. Because Charlie plays this game all the time now. He's like, I'm in carbonite, and he'll freeze. And then you're like, okay, I got you out. And he'll walk around blind for like 5 minutes. So just
That's
be like
awesome.
feeling things on the wall.
That's pretty great. I just like kids when they have that imagination, like when everything is lava. My sister,
It is crazy.
my sister plays
Yeah.
Minecraft with my nephew. Like they have each other's codes or whatever it's called. I don't know. And she was laughing because apparently she got like a notification that Camden was trying to swim in lava. He was like, I just thought I'd try it. It's like, you're obviously gonna die. But he's like, it might be an experience. So she's like, I keep getting Minecraft notifications that our nephew keeps trying to swim in lava and is dying. But he's hopeful every time. And I just think that that's really nice. You know, it's something to remember during quarantine.
Yeah.
You know, just keep going for it. Keep looking for a good time.
We built a volcano while we were as one of these, like, you know, those dumb science fair ones or whatever,
Sure,
with
yeah.
baking soda, vinegar, and dish soap.
How'd that go? Was it wild?
I was really like, I looked it up to make sure I knew all the ingredients that I was putting in were
I think
right.
it's just two.
But no, it is. You've got to put dish soap in. There was one other thing too, and I
Oh.
was like, oh, I don't remember this. I thought it was just. It is the two that react to each other, but I guess also food coloring to make it exciting.
Mm-hmm.
But the picture is this guy that basically looks like he's like, whoa, and like the thing's shooting up like 18 feet in the air, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna do the amounts they used, and I was like, everybody, I was like, back up, we gotta do this, and then I did it, and it was just like a. I was like, okay.
Well, you know that you
Charlie
do commercials for a living, right?
I know. But this wasn't a commercial. This was just some guy that's
They
like,
never leave us.
Science for kids.
They never lead us astray. Well, he's probably smiling for real. He hasn't been told to smile like that for the box. That probably really happened. He probably really reacted that way, that kid. It wasn't a 12-hour day and he just wanted to go home.
It was a 36-year-old man too. So
you know, he left that shoot day and was like, real easy, in and out in an hour. Really just big. They wanted excitement, you know. You don't want too hot.
I just pictured if I had any friends, and it was super easy. What?
I just imagine all my friends, my Floods are friends, coming on in. They just had all these chocolate bars just shoved in these slushies, and I was just like, whoa!
It's my dream.
Tom, Chuck, Glenn, Gary, Suzanne, Lorraine, and Keith.
Who did that the other day? One of the late night talk show hosts did that, where they were just like, let me name all my kids. And they started it was John Oliver being like, I've got all my cats too. And he went on with this list of names. It was very, very funny. But then I was like, that's Craig Brown. Craig Brown used to do that all the time. That's my family. Picture my family. That's Tom, Larry, Shanice, Gary 2.
Gary 2, Gary 3.
But in John Oliver even pulled that joke, and then he was like, Gus the last, Gus the fourth. They thought there was the last, and then I was like, oh, this is Craig Brown to a T.
I'm really loving John Oliver. I think he's the best one yet, and he's just doing it from his like house, and like they all are. But it's just like he's so entertaining, and I don't need the laugh track. So
yeah, before this went down, there was only a couple ones that I was really watching, and John Oliver was one of them because I think he's the best for sure. But he's got a whole week where he actually does like investigative stuff, and I'm like, oh, that's got to be really cool. And then, but also Sam B was the same. What happened to her Full Frontal?
I don't know. I really do like Samantha Bee a lot. I'm just like, for me, I'm like, why didn't she get a desk? And maybe she didn't want a desk, but for me, I'd want a desk. What am I getting?
I guess whenever you start up a show like that, you're like, what makes us different? So you're like, great, well, maybe this will make us different.
Yeah, but like no one else is. You know what's different is that she's a strong, dynamic, fun woman.
Yeah.
And that's enough.
And they should have let it be that. Yeah.
Exactly. And maybe she was like, I'd rather stand, and I get that. But for me, I'm like, give her a desk. Like I wouldn't know what to do with my hands. What am I? They're just gonna stand there like this. Like what? My legs are just gonna be like Muppet feet, just pointed together. Like what am I gonna do? Yeah. Audrey says that she had a killer wardrobe.
Audrey thinks, yeah, but
like she had a nice blazer. Like I'm not looking at a business Slack going, wow, you know, like I wanted her behind a desk.
And I don't know where this reference came from, but I'm here for it. Shauna bringing up Glenn from the old bowling league. We can always visit Glenn in the bowling.
Well, because I mentioned Glenn in my friends when I was selling those volcanoes. I just imagined my friend Glenn coming in and going, we bowling? And I'm like,
My ears are shut off today. I'm gonna blame the duct tape. Is
No,
what's happening.
we're not, and no one else is. We're blaming your brain.
Yeah, I need an excuse.
I can't. Do you have any dumb stories today?
Yeah, got a bunch of dumb stories.
You do?
Yeah, of course.
It honestly
actually,
sounds
this one
like
I was gonna bring it up.
this is what you
yesterday
sound.
because
Okay, can I just tell you what you sound like though? I figured it out. You know when
Okay.
you're like at a sleepover with your friends.
oh my god,
You know when you're at a sleepover with your friends
oh yeah,
and you're like laying down and it's like the fun is over and like you're kind of like
I didn't go to the same sleepover. There was never laying down, and the fun is over. The fun was gone when people left the door.
First of all, I hated sleepover. Like sleepovers were fun in theory, but like I also just wanted to go
Love
to
it.
bed. Okay, yeah. I think that you've been
I have a
fighting.
story after this, but yeah,
Okay, cool. I feel like you've been fighting sleep since. I think you've been fighting sleep for 44 years.
I see what you're getting at. When it's like 3 a.m. and everyone's like, "Cool, we staying up? Yeah, let's just keep talking."
Yeah.
I can't believe we're here. We're grade 8, guys. We're gonna
Yeah.
graduate this year.
Totally. We're gonna graduate this year. I love that the sleepover is like you're a senior in high school. You're a senior in high school. You're sleeping over. Hey, Glenn.
guys gonna ask the prom? Oh, you're gonna ask Tanya? Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm gonna have to find someone else to. I have a feeling we're the only two laughing at this bullshit.
Possibly,
Possibly.
and that's fine.
Jameson said there's a little bit of day after 420 vibes on this show. I wish. I forgot to mention yesterday was a
I know.
420 rock on 420.
Oh yeah.
Ugh. Did you celebrate by just smoking the ganj?
Also, I don't know what Snake King meant by this, but he did write, "Oh, double duty, my diamond just fell in the macaroni." I imagine that's a thing to something, but I'm like,
It's from Dirty Dancing.
I'm just picturing like,
It's from Dirty Dancing.
oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Well, something we gotta watch, I guess.
No, that's no problem over here. That's no problem.
I know.
Happily.
I know.
Haley says, pretty sure these were only girls' sleepovers. No, I think.
You're
Oh,
wrong.
no, it's a Grease
wrong.
reference. It's a Grease reference.
Grease.
Yes. One of the pink ladies. Oh, because I put this on my glasses.
Yeah.
That's really funny. No, did you have, what was your story? Because you were going to, whoa.
It's a dumb story. Now I'm like, why did I even bring it up? But like, I slept over at this guy's house one time.
There's nothing more perfect to me than thinking about you packing for a sleepover. It brings me so much joy.
Oh, it's like when even like vacation and stuff like that. When it's like
No.
my wife's like, "What do you do? Why are you bringing that?" I'm like, "Well, we don't know when we're gonna need this. We don't know when we're gonna need this kimono and wig. Like, I gotta be ready for anything."
So who are you? Okay, so tell me about the sleepover. You were packing for a sleepover.
The sleepover is dumb. It's just to this day. So like in the morning we had to wake up, and I think we had some like, I think he stole some of his parents' wine or something to be like, just drink this. And then
Ew.
I don't remember. I know. But like in the morning, it was like when you get up, you go, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. And then so we both had to go to the bathroom. We got up. So he went, and I was standing outside the door. This is the dumbest story, and I hate that I even brought it up. But to this day, I've never heard anybody in my life pee this long, ever in my life.
Right.
Like I literally, to the point where I sat down in the hallway at one point. I was like, I don't think this is gonna end. I know it's the stupidest story, but
No, I
to
think
this day, this was so long ago, and I was like, "There's no way this is." I was like, "He's joking. He's got like a couple 2-liter bottles, and he's just constantly pouring them in there. This is a prank he's playing on me."
I'm hearing you.
I know, the dumbest thing.
Well,
but
no, I can't relate because I think there's something wrong with me. I truly am like a camel. I just like never have to pee. And, 420 Mahalo, Shauna says.
It's the 21st. Oh,
Mahalo. To celebrate April 21st, may I offer you? A sizzling fajita feast?
And we made something last night. We've put pickles inside the burritos, and I'm gonna tell you, it's pretty rad.
Hey, fellow friends, I can't help but notice this is a table for 8. May I suggest the party down nacho platter?
Tips are included, but more is always appreciated.
Always appreciated. Mother's Day is coming up, and I will only be going to Pandora. I'd like to buy my mother a weed pendant because she's dipping her toe into some CBD because of her fibromyalgia. I screwed it up. Who cares? Let's move on. I want to just talk about something that's happening outside my window.
Yeah.
There is a man, an older gentleman, who is obviously running errands, and maybe he has purchased too many things from the grocery store or what have you.
no.
Who knows? And he's doing multiple trips. But the funny thing is that he has like dog poo bags in his back pocket that have unfurled. But because it is windy out, it's like a parade. They're just floating from his ass. He's just got poo bags coming out of his pants. They're not filled with poo. Relax, Jason. What's the matter with
No.
you?
At first, I thought that I was like, anyways. But when you say he's making a bunch of trips, is he like literally walking by your window and then coming back with bags and then walking back by your window?
Yeah. And also, Jan just said I get my own shirt because I say fibromyalgia. How do you say it? Fibromyalgia? Whatever.
I don't think anyone knows how to say that.
Myalgia is what I said. I'll add it to my
This guy's
shirt.
for sure not taking a stab at it.
Not with your fucking broken headphones. Do you think this will be, should we call this episode rock bottom? Do you think you've hit it?
I hope so.
Please be rock bottom. Please. I can't go any lower.
Oh no, I'm just at the edge of Mariana's Trench. It's a long I thought it was at the bottom. Anyways, this is rock bottom, I
Oh
think.
my God. Mariana's Trench? I can't.
That's gonna be the name of my like 90s Christian band.
Oh my God. You're going to, okay. You find Jesus. You change completely.
I time travel back in time. I hang out with Color Me Bad, and I like take all of their stuff, except I don't do anything about sex. I do a thing about not having sex, just abstinence.
When you said going back in time, I just imagine you going back in time to meet Jesus, and I think you guys would have been friends. I think you would have like loosened him up a bit.
100%.
I mean,
that
he
guy
seemed,
knew what's up.
from the stories, from the lore, you know, he seems like a really chill guy, you know?
Yeah, but it's like, hey man, you guys want to look? Everyone, Dave's getting a job as a cobbler. This guy's going over here to like make bread. You
Right.
guys just want to like tour? I'll tour with this Jesus guy, no problem. Road trips? Hell yeah.
Hey, I'm going on tour with Jesus. What are you doing?
Oh, sticking around and getting a real job?
What are
Cool.
you? We got this guy. We can trust him. His name is Judas. I tell him things. I just tell him stuff. I don't know. I know nothing about the Bible. I couldn't tell you anything.
Watch Waco. You'll see.
Really? I'm excited for
You're
Taylor
gonna love
Kitsch.
Waco because like you're just gonna. Well, I'm only like 2 episodes in,
And it's
but
about a cult leader, and that guy is
it's
Taylor
about a cult
Kitsch.
leader played by
Taylor Kitsch.
Taylor Kitsch.
Yum, yum, yum.
Yeah,
That's
and he
nice.
walks around skinny as could be in a little flannel blowing in the wind. And
Oh,
tight
he's
jeans,
thin?
and he's, oh yeah.
He's not like beefy.
This is gonna be a different Taylor Kitsch. I'm telling you.
I just want to show everyone, like, I don't think people are following him on Instagram. Like, I just need to, like, maybe, let's see. I just want to look him up just to see what's going on with him. Okay. Wow. Stuff's happening and I'm enjoying it. I don't know if everyone can see.
I'm like, yeah, let's do it.
Like, look at this. Yum, yum. Like, it's not even in focus. I don't know. He just goes on these solo adventures. Like, I simply and utterly cannot. It's so attractive. 27th anniversary of Waco today. Oh, he's celebrating something. Okay. Elizabeth says Stacey's just beyond boned up in these pods recently.
You just got the comment that you're really boned up recently.
Yeah, I know.
She's gonna find some drywall real quick. Start punching through things.
Yeah, because start punching through everything. No, it is.
Um,
It is just really funny watching
Let me
Friday
get to
night.
these.
What? What did you say?
I was gonna say let's get to dumb stories, but then you started talking about.
Oh, well, I was
Are
just
we
saying.
frozen? Are we
I think we're a
behind each
little
other?
frozen. Yeah, a little delayed. But I think what's really funny is just watching these dramas. Like they're so fed for boned up teenagers, and it's just so funny to watch it as like a 34-year-old woman to be like, wow. Like this is nuts. This is just for like the horniest of hornies, and I'm all for it. It's just very funny to me. But then also to Elizabeth's point,
And if it was Beverly Hills 90210, the actors were that.
right. Oh,
Wow.
Jason's just a little frozen.
Yeah, you're frozen on my end too.
Okay. Well, we might just like have to refresh everything. Why don't I just what? Did I lose you? Okay, so what I'm going to do
No, I can hear you now. No, it's you're
Oh,
back.
we sorted
You're
each other
back in
out.
a big way.
So, but what else, like, I know I sound like a boned up crazy mess, but what's also crazy to me is watching Too Hot to Handle. And the premise is they just can't kiss or have sex for a month. And I'm like, okay. And they are unable to do it. They turn into like animals. And I'm like, what? Just everyone relax. You don't even know each other's last names. What's your problem?
They should cut to these people now that are sitting in their house being like, Jesus Christ, like just
Have you seen that?
tearing down their house.
Have you seen that SNL sketch where they're doing quarantine dating, and the guys are like, "Hey, my name's Peter. Yeah, he'll do. Yeah, he'll do. Okay, you're gonna have to pick me up. Yeah, no problem. No problem."
Kenan Thompson is like, I don't know. I'm just gonna put on glasses and put a blanket as a thing and just pretend that I'm like.
It's the best.
Yeah, was absolutely the best.
I love that. Okay, so do you have dumb stories? Let's get into them.
Yeah. So what I was gonna say is yesterday I was trying to bring this one up because we were talking about horror movies, I believe,
Oof.
and being scared. And I don't know if you saw this one because it's TikTok, and I know that Aunt Stacy's into the TikTok.
Oh yeah, you know I'm on there. Oh yeah.
Yeah. But this guy, he was dancing Home Alone. He even makes a point to say I'm dancing Home Alone, which is why people think this is set up. But then other people are like, no, it's not. And he says it's definitely not set up. Anyways, what it is he's dancing in this thing. And at one point you can see like a head stick around the corner and then go. And he's like, I think I had a home invasion during this.
I'm not following. So what was this guy doing?
So he's dancing and he's like basically being
Wait,
like,
he was
"Great,
filming. He was filming himself.
I'm doing a quick TikTok vid.
Oh, okay.
And then, but behind him is a stairwell going up, and like you could also turn the corner and go down. Looks like a hallway or something. And at one point, you just see, and you can't even fully make it out, but something, and it's almost scary, like a Blair Witchy sort of thing. This thing pops out and then it just disappears again. So he's pointed out that he lives beside a graveyard. So he's also like, I don't know, man. But he's like, I swear to God, I'm not lying. My family was out. I only do this when my family leaves, so they don't have to listen to me listen to the same song 100 times, and I have to keep trying to dance to it or whatever. But it looks like someone's in the house with him, and he just saw it after. He didn't even see it at first. He posted it, and then people were like, "What the fuck is behind you, dude?" And then he's like, "Oh God,
is
someone was in
so
my house."
scary.
Yeah.
Oh,
All those little
my
beautiful
God.
moments in life that we probably just miss because we're too concentrated on our TikToks or life.
that is so creepy. Like so creepy. No, thank you.
I'm gonna send you the video because
No!
I watched it like 3 times and I was like, nobody pops up. Where am I missing this? And then when you catch it, you're like, oh.
Well, send it to me and we'll put it
That's-
on our Instagram. So if you're listening to this or you're in the chat, we'll put it up so you can see it. That's super
100%.
That's super creepy. I like the only thing I can kind of relate to that with is in my bedroom. It's like a fake bedroom. This is Toronto Rentals. It's like for sure probably a sunroom. Well, not for sure, probably it is. But like I have a like a sensor in my backyard. So if there's like any movement or anyone's back there, the lights turn on. But it will happen throughout the night, which is great because if there's like someone coming in, then they're like, ooh. But also like I hate possums, and possums will be in my backyard and turn on the light, and then I'll jump out to like look out the window to be like, "Don't rob me!" And it's always like some nasty possum, and you're just like, "Ugh." It's so gross.
I don't know. Those possums are cute.
Hell no. Actually, Two Little Sandwiches was driving me. We were going to play, and there was a possum in the daylight, and it still haunts me. It ran in my front yard, and I screamed, and I was like, "Kill it! Kill it!" No thanks.
Can I just say, like, I was listening to you, and then I went to the YouTube, our YouTube link, and realized the camera's very different what we look at and what comes out on the stream, and just realized like how ridiculous this headphone looks. And now I feel like, why didn't you tell me there was something in my teeth the entire time? And you're like, I did. I know you're gonna say I did tell you. I told you a bunch, but
What?
this is bad. I'm gonna kill myself after this one. I can't do this.
Jason! No! Flying
It looks
dirty.
so bad.
We know it looks bad. We've been talking about it all day. This is your rock bottom. Don't try to adjust it now.
I didn't know it was that bad. It's like one of those. You ever look back on a picture and you've made some really bold choice in your wardrobe, and you're like, I don't know, I think it works, and then you look back, you're like, oh Jesus Christ.
Every day of my life, I'm going to look back on this episode with you losing your full mind. I'm going to be like, why did I think I looked cool in this shirt?
Oh no, that shirt's great.
No, sick. Cool. No, sick. Okay, cool. Amazing. We're killing it. No, Jason, you actually look fully insane, and I can't with this whole look.
I know, like if I was in public, like on a subway or something like this, Jesus.
If you were on the subway, no, not going to happen for you. You live in Los Angeles. The closest you'd be is like in traffic, wearing headphones, and we'd all be wondering why you were.
Oh man, I'm on the subway here. The subway here is so great. People underestimate the
Okay, Jason.
the LA subway.
Okay, perfect. Amazing. I can't with it.
Here's another dumb story. The headline is "Virus Can't Stop Germans Getting Their Baguettes," which
What?
which is crazy because I'm like, Germany baguettes? Like,
yeah, like what?
I mean, I don't mean to stereotype,
it's
but
not Parisians, like you'd think.
it's a very French pastry.
Yeah.
But
so what's the story?
yep. Residents in the German border town of Lauterbach are fond of popping across to neighboring Carling. So it's because they like, we're not used to this in North America, but it's just like you could pop across to another cool country and be like, I'm just gonna go grocery shopping for the day. And I guess that's what they're doing, but you can't because the borders, I guess, are probably closed.
Right.
So they're finding out interesting ways to get their baguettes. This one guy uses a fishing rod, and I guess the people in the store like hook it onto his fishing rod, and he goes, "Thanks." He takes his baguettes back.
That's like that dog with the Cheetos.
Yeah, send over a dog with the Cheetos note.
I don't need anything that bad, I don't think. Although, like, I will notice now, like, in my home that I have, like, food to eat. You know, like, yesterday I made a sausage goulash. Let me tell you, did I overcook the turkey sausage? Of course I did. Should I have cut it up like you guys said? No, I should not have. But I'm like, when I'm hungry, I really just want snacks. I still think I'm like a teenager. That's what I miss the most. Like, I have food. I could have, like, a salad. But really what I want is like chips and pickles and like chocolate covered pretzels and like snackerinos. Do you even care about what I've just said?
I know that it looks like I don't.
Said everyone in my life. Give me something, Jay.
I can't register more than one thing at once today. So like when I'm going to the chat and reading and like trying to figure that out and listening, I'm just like, I'm lost today. Also, there's like a new bird out my window. So I'm just distracted. Today I'm just like I'm a squirrel.
I just think this is not the podcast to send to anyone to convince them to watch it.
This is the one. This is definitely the one. So is it? It's somebody talking to a man that has an IQ that's not there, like basically not there. Are they just trying to explain the world to this man?
And let me get this straight. He's duct taped a broken pair.
What?
I said tears just drop all over my arm. So he talks about movies
Yeah.
that he's never seen. And he reminisces about stealing but can't remember a single time. He's a sleep deprived squirrel is the best way to describe Jason. I can't with
it's
you.
a show about nothing. What? Is that just a Seinfeld reference? I don't know. I've never seen Seinfeld.
Oh God, Jason, I'm hating this. Katie says her motto is "Give me all the salt and vinegar chips."
Thank you.
That's a
You know how underestimated salt and vinegar chips are?
No, Katie-
Because I used to get these like pop chips, and now they've just stopped making them in salt and vinegar, or at least they've stopped bringing them to my Ralph's.
I hate you right now. I just hate you right now.
Salt and vinegar are the most underestimated food on the planet.
You coming back into frame with these janky headphones complaining about the inefficiency of Ralph's?
You guys want to sponsor our podcast?
I can't. I'm sorry to people listening. I've lost my mind. Sun chips, garden salsa is one of the favorites.
Do you mean underrated? What did I say?
Oh God. Shayla says, I don't know if I've ever related to Jason more than I do today. I think Jason
Thank you.
might be how we all feel. I don't know if you
Ketchup
can see.
king, chips are king.
You're
That's
just
a lady that's in
reading
Canada.
the comments. You're not even
Yeah.
pushing the conversation forward. I've lost
What
my
conversation?
mind. Exactly. Let me man this ship. I just need to dry my eyes. I can't.
Gotta take your glasses off.
Why not? Oh, it'll just like pour out. I don't think anyone can see.
And then you get headaches and everything else.
I know. I got to keep them on.
Do you want one more dumb story?
Yeah, I think we can do one, and then we'll.
Because I've avoided, like, trust me, man. I've avoided any Guinness World Book of Records. I've
Thank
avoided
you.
any marathons, and that's a chunk of them. I've avoided any pranks.
Well, you don't have to
When you
avoid
do that-
pranks, but like you don't like. The problem with the pranks was that all of your dumb stories were pranks, and I was like, you can sprinkle in one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, not today. Not today, because I
Okay.
found some other ones, and like this one isn't even much. But the reason why I preface this is because I don't even know if this is a story, but that's where I'm at. Because there's literally a headline that a Twitter user opens 25-year-old can of Spider-Man noodles and shocked but what he finds inside.
Oh God, what was it?
This is the whole thing. I'm like, this is far from shocking. It's literally like moldy noodles. Like, so it's
Okay.
exactly what you would expect to find. And they're like, well, 25, a lot of these cans, like they can last for a long time. So we'd expect it to do it, but they show it. And it's just like, it's shrunken up and become a small little hockey puck of
Ew.
gross moldy noodles at the bottom of this can. I'm like, this story led me to like excitement of what I was going to find. And then it
Right.
really like this let me down more than 500 Days of Summer. This is
Well,
a letdown.
I think I got more let down for 500 Days of Summer. I was dumped. But I think I actually lost more than you did.
I don't think so. If a man can be swayed by 500 Days of Summer, good thing you're not in a relationship with that guy anymore.
I mean, here we go. He
Yeah.
turned out, I opened the can with him, and he turned out to be just a moldy hockey puck of fucking nasty noodles. I'll tell you that.
There's just a full article on this, and I'm like, why?
Because
Why
we're
is
running
there-
out of news. But honestly, I think this is how everyone feels. First of all, Jan just said she feels how Jason looks, or his headphones specifically.
My soul's just holding on by duct tape
And
at
then
this point.
Elizabeth said, it looks like Jason is drinking a tall boy, and that tracks. I love a little and that tracks moment. But
And these Spider-Man noodles, the Twitter guy's handle was Dinosaur Dracula. So like, I guess it's
okay,
what we're
listen, are
expecting
we
at this point.
what's sad to me? What is sad to me is that you and I go live every day. We're creating content. We want to like build a little community here. We're working really hard. We try and get the name out, and we
And
can't
we do
get
love the people that
and we
are
love them.
following us and
We
chatting with
and we
these
love
people.
them, and we love doing this every day. But we can't get a single piece of press. But Dinosaur Dracula goes, yo, I got this spaghetti nudes can that's 25 years old. I'm going to crack it open. And everyone's like, get everyone. Get everyone. We got to get this viral. This Dinosaur Dracula man is going to crack open a nasty can.
And this is on like a credible news. Like this is on Fox. When I say
Oh,
credible,
well, that's a
I don't want to get
freaking...
the political side of things, but
Oh, you
it's
can
not
get on
like
the
this is one
political
of
side
those,
of things.
like,
No thanks.
it's
Credible
not like one of
news.
those like indie, like you won't believe it when you see this. This is like people that are supposed to be doing real news.
Well, it's supposed
and
to
it's-
be.
Flying
We're
dirty.
not going to get into the political side of things.
I'm happy too. I'm happy too. It's trash, fire, garbage. It's trash, fire, garbage. I'm happy to go there. Happy to go there.
I miss our two lady friends that were pilots on The Bachelorette.
I think
or
about
The
them often.
Bachelor.
You know, I've been thinking about, because I'm not going to watch Too Hot to Handle. I was like, do I treat my brain to Listen to Your Heart, which is The Bachelor?
Don't.
I know.
No.
I know. I know. I know. So
Things will come back, and there's other shows to watch, and maybe this is a time when I mean, like reality TV is sort of what brought us here. Not this pandemic, but like this mindset that we have of just like the trash is what we follow. Like that's what we focus on, and we just got to get back to like eating our meat instead of our dessert. You know what I mean?
what?
Anyways, I don't know.
What's the meat and what's the dessert?
Like we it's like get stuff that nourishes us rather than eating the desserts and the candy that we love to just like be like, oh, cool, this is good for right now. It's an allegory for like we go for the bad stuff because it's like whatever. It's ice cream and cotton candy and all this other stuff. And I know you hate cotton candy, but like we need to not follow. I need to read a book.
You trying to tell me how to live my life looking the way you do right now is absolutely insanity to
This
me.
was my audition for Waco. Come follow me. I own a church. Save you. Give me all your wives.
Cool. If you like this podcast, please tell your friends. Elizabeth just said, Jason, come back to us. Guys, this has been absolutely insane. This is a Mahalo 101, says Haley. J-Bone has left the building. Jason, I want you to nap so hard.
You wait till tomorrow when I come correct.
Kayla says, I actually understood what he meant. Is that bad for me? No, Kayla. No, you're better than all of
welcome
us.
to the lava.
Jameson said, there's a home invasion behind you. 1:30 on the
It
dot.
was my son.
Yeah.
It was my son.
I feel like Charlie waits till 1:30 and then opens the door. Because literally
It's
every
hilarious
day
because-
at 1:30 that happens.
We had this conversation after yesterday's pod, and
Mm-hmm.
then I was like, I don't know. I just think it's like time. But then I heard the door open behind me, and I looked down at my clock, and I was like, it's on the minute.
It's on the minute. Every day at 1:30 that door opens. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for listening to us jibber jabber on. We absolutely need this probably more than you at this point.
I need this.
But we're having such a blast, and we're glad that you're here. So if you're listening to this and not seeing it, you're doing yourself a grave disservice. So you can watch us. We go live weekdays, Monday through Friday at 12:30, and we also keep the episodes up so you can catch up and see what is going on. And I highly recommend for this episode to see the vibe in which Jason has come today.
My problem is this. Yesterday, I did. I reconnected you to that Instagram photo of Stacy eating lard in a cool T-shirt in a commercial. And now you have this gift to like blackmail me with for the rest of my life because you will have this photo of me with duct tape headphones.
Not only will I have this photo, I will have this hour-long video, and it truly is just the highlight of my full day today. So thank you for this. Thank you to everyone in the chat. We adore you all, and thank you for being here. We will be here tomorrow, maybe with a guest. The things are in motion. We shall see. It'll be very fun. So thank you, everyone. And Jason, is there anything you want to say before we end the shenanigan?
We don't. This isn't confirmed yet, but tomorrow we might have another awesome guest.
That's what I just said. Kendra says, I think everyone should wear their crappiest shirt tomorrow in honor of Stacy, which confirms my suspicion that this shirt is shit. Anyways, I love a theme, so I'll definitely bring my shittiest shirt. We adore you all. We will see you all tomorrow. And wash your hands, be well, and, we can only go up from here. Bye.